You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices on this Monday, October 7th. Good evening. I'm Chris Palermo. Here's what is happening. A Frontier plane made an emergency landing at the Harry Reid Airport in Las Vegas. Here is what News 25 knows so far.
A Frontier Airlines flight experienced a dramatic emergency landing at the Harry Reid International Airport on Saturday afternoon, with flames and smoke billowing from the aircraft upon touchdown. The Frontier Flight 1326, which departed from San Diego at 1:51 p.m., safely landed in Las Vegas around 3:40 p.m. after pilots detected smoke and declared it an emergency. According to a Frontier Airlines spokesperson, all passengers and crew members were evacuated without injury, and they were subsequently transported by bus to the terminal. Video footage shared on social media captured the alarming scene, showing the flames and smoke rising from underneath the plane as it touched down. Fire crews responded quickly, working to extinguish the fire on the runway while smoke filled the surrounding area. The cause of the fire is still currently under investigation, and officials are working to determine the circumstances that led to the emergency landing.
More news now. Floridians still in the midst of recovery from Hurricane Helene are being advised to evacuate as a second hurricane, Milton, a Category 5, heads toward Tampa Bay.
Hurricane Milton has intensified to a Category 5 storm and is expected to strike Florida's Gulf Coast just days after the region began recovering from Hurricane Helene. With sustained winds of 120 miles per hour, officials are issuing evacuation orders, closing schools, and warning of severe storm surge and widespread power outages as they prepare for what could be the state's largest evacuation in 7 years. At 7 a.m. Monday, the National Hurricane Center reported Milton was located about 750 miles west-southwest of Tampa, moving at 8 miles per hour. Milton's rapid intensification has been remarkable, with its wind speed more than doubling from Sunday to Monday morning, far surpassing the standard definition of rapid intensification, which is a 35 mile per hour increase in 24 hours. Florida is expected to receive 2 to 8 inches of rain, with some areas possibly exceeding 15 inches. Hurricane and storm surge watches are already in effect for Florida, particularly around Tampa Bay, while flood watches have been issued for over 15 million residents across southern and central Florida. As Florida grapples with the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, which struck on September 26 as a Category 4 storm and resulted in at least 232 fatalities, Governor Ron DeSantis has declared a state of emergency for 51 of the state's 67 counties. Officials are urging residents to finalize their storm preparations and consider evacuation. In a coordinated response, 3 disaster relief volunteers from the American Red Cross of Southern Nevada are heading to Orlando to assist with recovery efforts. This deployment is part of a larger mobilization with over 2,000 Red Cross workers already in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas, areas still recovering from Helene's devastation. Local leaders are stressing the importance of early evacuation, and as preparations continue, debris removal efforts from Helene are ongoing, with the state deploying personnel and resources around the clock to mitigate hazards in advance of Milton's arrival.
And this week, the town of Pahrump and the Nevada Department of Transportation have released the construction schedule for this week. Rory Rosell has this story.
The town of Pahrump has several construction plans for the week of October 7th. All projects are weather and material dependent. Here in Pahrump, there will be Durapatching on Pluto Street from Pahrump Valley Boulevard to Vicky Ann Road. And they will also be repairing a shared use path on Homestead Road between Gamebird Street and Highway 160. Continuing the NDOT US 95 project, the Nevada Department of Transportation is conducting sign improvements and will be stripping the US 95 here in Nye County. County. This will be happening Monday through Friday from October to November. The US 95 will be reduced in areas between mile marker 7 south of Highway 160 to mile marker 70 north of Beatty. One direction will be closed at a time, and there will be pilot car operations present throughout the week. Drivers should expect delays up to 30 minutes during construction on the weekdays. If you would like to submit a road maintenance request, you can do so by visiting the Nye County nv.gov website /forms. Please note, Public Works received on average a 140 maintenance requests per month, mainly due to potholes and weeds caused by abundant rainfall over the past year. Your request has been logged. It will be evaluated, prioritized, and addressed as soon as possible. And a reminder, the Nevada Revised Statute 484.3667 doubles the penalty of speeding up to $1,000 in any marked road construction or maintenance work zone while workers are present. According to the Nevada Department of Transportation, work zone crashes claims 3 lives on a daily.
Checking some other news now, Elon Musk headlined presidential candidate Donald J. Trump's triumphant return to Butler, Pennsylvania. News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers now joins us with the intel.
Now just 28 days away from this year's monumental presidential election, the Biden-Harris administration has been running the White House for 1,406 days. After being impeached, arrested, convicted, and now shot at twice, Republican presidential candidate Donald J. Trump resiliently returned to Butler over the weekend after that day in PA. Here's a conservative campaign update from recent events in this year's race for America's next commander-in-chief.
Exactly 12 weeks ago this evening on this very ground, a cold-blooded assassin aimed to silence me and to silence the greatest movement, MAGA. Over the past 8 years, those who want to stop us from achieving this future have slandered me, impeached me, indicted me, tried to throw me off the ballot, and who knows, maybe even tried to kill me. But I've never stopped fighting for you, and I never will. And in turn, you have always stood with me.
November 5th polls are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Come here. Take over, Elon. Just take over.
The true test of someone's character is how they behave under fire. This is no ordinary election. The other side wants to take away your freedom of speech. They want to take away your right to bear arms. They want to take away your right to vote effectively. You got 14 states now that don't require voter ID. California, where I used to live, is just passed a law banning voter ID for voting.
Voting centers are available within a 2-mile radius of any Las Vegas location.
If people don't know what's going on, if they don't know the truth, how can you make an informed vote? You must have free speech in order to have democracy. That's why it's the First Amendment. And the Second Amendment is there to ensure that we have the First Amendment. President Trump must win to preserve the Constitution. He must win to preserve democracy in America. I have one ask for everyone in the audience, everyone who watches this video, everyone on the live stream. There's one request. It's very important. Register to vote. Okay? And get everyone you know and everyone you don't know, drag them to register to vote.
Clark County's Election Day and early voting mechanisms are now the same.
Be a pest to everyone you know, people on the street everywhere. Vote, vote, vote. Fight, fight, fight. Vote, vote, vote.
12 weeks ago, we all took a bullet for America, and all we are all asking is that everyone goes out and votes. We got to win. We can't let this happen to our country. We can't take another 4 years like this. We won't have a country left. We're not going to have a country left. And all of this will be for nothing if you don't get out and vote.
Clark County registered voters may now vote at any vote center throughout our jurisdiction. Reporting from Sin City, I'm Maria Centers for News 25 Las Vegas.
Thank you very much, Maria. Great job as usual. And we had our very own Trump, gathering here in town over the weekend. We'll tell you all about it. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo. On this Monday, the America First rally occurred over the weekend, bringing Republican voters together, and many key speakers expressed their love for the 45th president, Donald J. Trump, and America. News 25 has more.
On Saturday, October 5th, the American First rally was held near the intersection of Highway 160 and 372. People from all over the Pahrump area came out in support of not just Donald Trump, but also the American people. Community members were seen holding flags and signs that say no illegal voting, which has been a big concern throughout the country with the large amount of illegals that have poured into the U.S. in the recent years. According to people from the rally, this country cannot handle another 4 years of Kamala. Guest speakers at the rally include John Lee.
I'm excited to follow Leo and Bruce, but I just want to tell you, I'll take this a little bit step farther. I am sick and tired of hope and change. I got 8 years of hope and change with Obama. It ruined our nation. It was just horrible what happened. Then Trump came in, we were able to fix it. I was able to fix North Las Vegas and keep it moving forward again for the residents there. Then all of a sudden, Biden gets in a year and a half and screws it up faster than the 8-year president we had. And now we're at the precipice. If we go another 4 years with Kamala Harris, she will completely destroy this country within 1 year.
A U.S. Army private by the name of Piero Velazzo, who was recently discharged from the Army for allegedly having a Trump picture on his phone, spoke to the crowd.
Mrs. Vice President, Madam Vice President, mindsets like Donald Trump's are the kind of leadership that make us come to this country, come to America as an immigrants. Mindsets like yours are the ones who turn our original countries into third world countries and make us live in. Thank you so much. Let's start celebrate Pride Month in July instead of June, because the only thing you should take pride on is your Christianity, your faith, and this beloved republic. God bless you all. God bless you, President Trump. God bless you, Bruce. God bless the Republican Party, and most of all, God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Also speaking at the rally was Nevada Senator John Ellison.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to meet with the Republican Party there in Reno this morning. We're talking about question 3. What can we do? Everybody sees these signs out there that says vote yes, no. Just vote no. Because I guarantee it, you're going to give up your rights if you don't. I'm a conservative. I'm a strong conservative. I'm pro-business, pro-life. I do everything I can to support my country.
News 25 spoke with John Lee and his wife Marilyn to hear what they had to say about the rally.
We are so happy to be in Pahrump today at this wonderful event. All these wonderful MAGA people here. Over 10,000 people will notice this congregation today, all supporting our president and want to make our country a better place. I'm here with my wife right now, Marilyn. We're so proud. We want you to know one thing, and I'll let her speak. This is the most patriotic county in Nevada, and we are proud to represent it when I run for Congress in CD4. So please vote for me, and I'd like you to meet my wife for a second.
Hi, we are excited to be out here in Pahrump. We've met some wonderful people. They are very good. They all support President Trump, and we're hoping that everybody will get out and vote. This is incredibly important this year. Get out, your vote really matters.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the Nevada Silver Tappers raised $8,000 during their annual USO benefit show, giving back to a few Nye County organizations.
The Nevada Silver Tappers showcased their talent and patriotism during their annual USO benefit show, raising significant funds to support 2 local causes, the Southern Nye County Search and Rescue and the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post-Veterans Food Bank. Both organizations provide vital services to the Pahrump community. Held over 2 nights on September 8th and September 14th, the show was produced and directed by Kim Cornell-Lyle, along with dance instructor Ione DeSantis. The performances attracted enthusiastic audiences, who enjoyed a variety of segments performance featuring beloved classics like Singing in the Rain and Yankee Doodle. The event opened with the lively number We're in the Money, setting a festive tone for the evening. Through ticket sales and a Pass the Boot fundraising initiative, the Silver Tappers raised a total of $8,000. Guest performers included members of the Miss Senior Golden Years, along with local singers Kai Brandt and Lynn Peterson, adding to the vibrant atmosphere. A check presentation ceremony took place on September 26 at the Silver Tappers Dance Studio, where representatives from the two nonprofits received their donations. The Southern Nye County Search and Rescue received $5,000, which will help fund essential equipment like a drone. The Veterans Food Bank also expressed appreciation for their donation, indicating it will be put to good use. The Nevada Silver Tappers, a dance troupe composed of women aged 50 and older, aims to foster sisterhood among its members while giving back to the community. Founder B.J. Hetrick Irwin, who is still actively performing at 99 years old, continues to inspire the group. The success of the USO benefit show reflects the Tappers' commitment to both entertainment and community service.
Great show. Catch those ladies if you can. More local stories coming up. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo. October is known as Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the fabulous Las Vegas sign changed its colors to pink this month in honor of those who are battling breast cancer.
The lights around the perimeter of the Welcome to Las Vegas sign have turned pink in a ceremony that occurred last week in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Clark County Commissioner Marilyn Kirkpatrick joined the ceremony at the sign by representatives of the Nevada Cancer Coalition, an organization dedicated to providing resources and support Nevadans who have been affected by cancer, as well as advocating for policies to improve quality of cancer care. The Nevada Cancer Coalition is a nonprofit organization that works to reduce the burden of cancer in Nevada by collaborating with partners to develop programs that focus on cancer prevention and screenings, by also providing outreach and education on cancer prevention and survivorship.
Well, in sports locally, it wasn't a good weekend for the home teams, the Aces and the Raiders. I'll just let Mikey tell you all about it. Here's your look at sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. The Raiders put the loss in Las Vegas yesterday to the Denver Broncos, 34-18. They welcome the Pittsburgh Steelers this Sunday. Pahrump Valley Trojan football crushed Democracy Prep on Saturday, 46-8 for homecoming. They welcome Moapa Valley on Thursday. The Las Vegas Aces had their dreams of a three-peat shattered on Sunday against the New York Liberty. 76-62 was the final score. Next up for the Liberty, they either faced the Connecticut Sun or the Minnesota Lynx. Vegas Golden Knights lost their final preseason game of the season to the San Jose Sharks. 6-5. But regular season hockey's coming up on Wednesday against the Avalanche. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
That's the Lerner and Rowe WeatherCam right outside the studios here in Pahrump. And the clouds were keeping it a little cooler today. This weekend, now we're going back to the 80s. Not the skinny ties and leg warmers, the temps. Complete forecast coming up in a bit.
Good evening, Nevada. I'm Kaylee Butler in the News 25 Weather Studios. We've got some regional weather to start with. Up in Fernley, we're at 86, Fallon at 87, Carson City 84, Tonopah 82, Goldfield 83, Beatty at 95, Amargosa 101, Las Vegas 98, and Death Valley at 110. But over in the paradise of Pahrump, we're partly cloudy at 97 degrees. We saw a high of 100 degrees earlier. Winds in the west-southwest 7 miles per hour. Humidity 9%, and the sun rose at 6:44, but will set this evening at 6:18. Expect humidity at 17%, winds in the east 6 miles per hour, with a low of 66, and those clouds still hanging around. But let's take a look at the rest of the week. We're seeing that cooling trend just chugging along. 98 degrees tomorrow, 97, slowly getting down. 94 on Friday, clouds rolling in come Thursday. Over the weekend, kind of chilly there, 91 and 90. Those clouds still sticking around to break up the heat. And then come Monday, sun is coming back out, but we're sticking around at that 90 degrees. And that's your look at the weather. Back to the desk. Here's Chris.
Thank you very much, Kaylee. As I said, the clouds keeping it just a little bit cooler. But if you're looking for those fall temps, they will be here eventually. That'll just about do it for all of us here tonight. I'm Chris Palermo. Make it a great night.